start the stream. Do 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 do. All right, let me get the link. Copy. All right. Well, let's jump into our pre-market analysis, guys. Let's get it going. Hopefully some of you guys caught that trade I called out last night. Whoever's in VIP with me. Called out a short from right here. Caught this little short move down to quick 200 ticks. And it was a perfect GUI model, perfect entry. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's go over what we have in the charts right now. I'm gonna kind of clear my drawings here. Let's go, Josh. All right, so we currently we still have an SMT at our previous day high right now. We have NQ has swept previous day high. ES has not swept previous day low. Right, and now we've seen NQ kind of run up pretty high into this range, or back into our Tuesday range. We still have not seen ES take out that previous day high, so we do still have a little bit of SMT there. What I noticed on ES is that ES is still delivering from a daily busy right here. And we still do have a daily bullish SMT, right? So at this external low on the daily time frame, this is that SMT, right, where NQ came down and swept that low and ES failed. So that could end up just holding us up overall. We're still kind of holding up from that level. So we'll keep our eye on mainly just this daily SMT at the previous day high to see if that continues to hold. But if ES comes up to try to take that out, then we could see some more bullish movement. So on the 4 hour, we want to see where price is resting up here. What do we have that could hold us down? On the 4 hour, we do have a SIBI all the way up here. All right, kind of at the top of this range. So that's going to be the next level we're looking at for a possible rejection. 4 hour order block, 4 hour SIBI. We do have buy side liquidity above that level up here. But that's all the way up at 30,094. And then same thing on ES. We do not have that fair value gap, but we do have that liquidity all the way up here. So all the way up there we have that liquidity. We just don't have a fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame. We do have a 4 hour order block we're currently trading in. We do have another order block up at the top. So we do have some rejection levels. And if we look, kind of zoom out on the 4 hour, ES is really stuck in this range, and we're kind of trading back to the premium of this range. So all the way up there, we're back in the premium on NQ and on ES. So we got to be just looking for possible rejection up in the premium, right? We've seen a lot of range recently on the higher time frames. I'm just kind of zooming out on the 4 hour. We've just been ranging really for a long time, right? Since May, we've kind of just been ranging sideways. So we could see a continuation of that range where we just kind of trade up to the premium of a range. We've been making lower highs. We reject up here. So we'll be keeping our eye on that 4 hour SIBI up there. Then looking at the hourly. Let's see what's going on in the hourly. Right now we are currently delivering from an hourly busy down here. We have another hourly busy right here. And then we closed respecting this hourly SIBI right here. So a lot of hourly fair value gaps on the charts. We kind of closed at the very top of this. But we have not inverted that gap on the hourly. Then ES, we do currently have another SMT at London high. Where ES is in a hourly order block and an hourly SIBI. And NQ has already swept those highs. Right, so it swept out that London high. So we have an SMT at previous day high. We have an SMT at that London high, where we have an hourly IFEG here. We have an hourly SIBI. So we do have a lot of rejection levels up here. And then if we look, we also have a lot of lows, right? So we have a lot of sell side liquidity down here. Look at this recent low here. This is a pre-market low. We did technically sweep our London low already. But we do have a pre-market low down here. So this is a low we'll be keeping our eye out for. Right there. And then we do have Asia low, equal lows unswept all the way back down at the bottom. And then same thing on ES. We have already taken our London low. We do have a pre-market low all the way down here. And then we have our Asia low unswept as well. So this to me, it looks like we could be set up for a reversal back down. Just because we have a lot of bearish levels up here on the higher time frame, a lot of bearish order blocks and fair value gaps on the 4-hour and the hourly. We have a daily bearish SMT. We have a London high bearish SMT. So I think there is a strong possibility that we see price try to reject back down, and see some bearish movement here today. Since price has been bullish for a while now, we've just kind of seen this one extend upward. You guys can't see or hear the stream. Here, let me just reload this real quick. How about now? Got it? Sick, I got you. Okay, so that, just kind of seeing that. Let me put this up here real quick. Yeah, this looks like we could be set up for a possible bearish move, right? So we have that SMT, multiple SMTs. We've been kind of extending upward for most of the morning, basically all of London session and during Asia session as well. We actually had my indicator call out a nice little long here. This was at 11:27. Called out a long almost from the very bottom of this move. That's a beauty right there. By the way, guys, the indicator is dropping tomorrow. My indicator is dropping tomorrow, everybody. Excited about that, but that's a nice little call out from the indicator there. I just called out a pre-market long. I don't know if I like the long too much from here right now, just because I do think we're going to have some possible bearish movement here. So, yeah, guys, market opens here in like less than a minute. I think there is a strong possibility that we see this one come back down. So I'm going to be looking for shorts off the bat. We're obviously going to have to read order flow. Yeah, see what kind of buying and selling pressure we have in the market. But that is my initial read. Maybe we see a quick run up at open. Maybe to grab some buy-side liquidity, and then we see a rejection. If we don't reject from down here, then we'll probably run up to this hourly or this 4-hour SIBI all the way up at 820 and then reject from up there. But either way, yeah, I want to see if these shorts are going to step in. So that's what I'll be looking for initially this morning. So we'll see if we get some bearish price action. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this one kind of come up first and try to sweep some buy side. If not, then we're going to be looking for some shorts to come back down. Maybe a little more aggressively, right? We're already seeing shorts pretty aggressively right at open. We do have a 15-minute busy down here. So there's some levels to run through, but we have a lot of liquidity below us that I'd like to see us come down and sweep. So nice little move down at open. We're already seeing some sellers stepping in. Look at that. Look at that opening candle right there, guys. So pretty volatile opening candle like we've seen almost every single day for the past few weeks. About a 300 tick candle. But this is what I was saying. I'm looking for some bearish movement today. But again, there's still a possibility the price might want to run up and try to grab some buy side. But here at open, we can see we're already seeing a lot of sellers stepping in. A lot of selling pressure to start the day. Now let's see if price wants to maybe manipulate a little bit higher to try to sweep some liquidity before coming back down. We shall see, guys. Well, let's be patient. Wait for our A+ setup. Let's be smart. Not force anything. ES is looking very bearish here. NQ is starting to see some good reaction back down. So definitely some strong possibility of a move down to sell side liquidity. ES looks like it already wants to take out that sell side, that pre-market low that we formed on the sweep of London low. Not a great entry level right now. This would be kind of chasing from down here. But I do like the idea of a continuation down. Look at these sellers already starting to take control here. So yeah, I like this initial move. Especially from ES. This is the move I wanted to see. A bearish move down with that SMT at the highs. Come down for pre-market lows, come down all the way for Asia low is kind of what I'm looking for here. But I'd like to see some better structure on NQ before looking for a trade. Right now it's just kind of straight dump down. Pretty big move down, right? Do not want to chase this and get a very low entry. We're also trading back into, 15-minute busy. We just bounced from it. So this one could still bounce back up a little bit. Let's see if maybe it wants to come back up and retest. I wouldn't mind seeing one more bearish SMT. I got you, Matthew. Here, I'll throw it in the chat real quick. So look, we're seeing that move right back up. Let's see if it wants to come up and sweep some equal highs on NQ. Maybe manipulate, get a little SMT up there, and then we might have another short opportunity from up here. Okay, so NQ coming up for that sweep. It looks like we're going to get an SMT divergence up here. It's possible we want to come up all the way to this high and sweep 786.50. But we really do have a bearish SMT now at that internal high, at that opening price. A lot of buyers starting to step in here. But I'd like to see us possibly move a little bit higher. Okay, so we're going to come up and sweep that high up here. So some very bullish movement from up here. Again, we could trade all the way into the 4-hour SIBI up above at 820. But really, I'm just looking to see if we hold this SMT divergence and then get a reversal back down. So a lot of bullish movement there. Looks like we're going to go up and trade into that 4-hour. A lot of buyers. Nice, Amin. Let's go. Good stuff, dude. Change this to New York Orb. Thanks, my guy. Love you, man. Take it easy. All right, so NQ about to trade into that 4-hour SIBI we talked about during pre-market. This is a rejection level I'd like to see. And now what we're really watching is to see if ES, if we hold that SMT, right, and NQ bounces or rejects that 4-hour SIBI and we get inversion back down, then we could see a nice short move. But yeah, this is why we don't chase, right? Imagine you chase that opening move down and now you're getting destroyed on that move back up. No chasing. No chasing. Do. What's up, guys? Cheers, everybody. Okay, and you just tapped the 4-hour. Yes, still has SMT at this internal high, at London high, at previous day high. This is now when I'm expecting maybe we get a rejection back down. This is when we look for this SMT to hold, we look for inversion, see if price wants to get that reversal move. So still seeing a lot of buyers here, still trying to push this one up. A lot of bullish movement. Got midpoint of that 4-hour SIBI up here around 857.50. So again, just a crazy move back up after that initial move down. So now I'm looking to see if this SMT holds, if we reject the 4-hour, if we get inversion. Do not want to be longing up here, to be honest. We're all the way up in the premium of a 4-hour and higher time frame range. We are trading into a 4-hour SIBI. The only time I'd be really down to long is if we get a close above that 4-hour SIBI. Then I'd be willing to look for longs to target that kind of 30,100 area. ES tapped into the hourly. Okay, so we did sweep that internal high on ES. We still haven't swept London. We have a small 1-minute busy here. Bet. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, you can join the Discord for no delay on the stream, by the way. For 0 delay. The link is in the chat. Just a heads up for anybody watching on YouTube. Okay, guys, we're starting to get a little bit of stalling here on the 1 minute, which is exactly what I want to see. Let's see if these sellers can start taking control. We're bouncing right off the midpoint of that 4-hour SIBI. We have a few 1-minute bullish for value gaps here. See some short step in. We're about to close on the 1. A few micros, stop loss at the open, right? Sometimes we see. So my entry aggressive. We could still see this one manipulate higher, so just be aware of that. Oh, sorry. Right, we could see this one. We could easily see this one come back up and manipulate higher and sweep out the high again before it comes back down. But I want to try the aggressive play because we are rejecting that 4-hour SIBI because we do have that SMT. And if price does want to come back up and manipulate, that's okay. I'm willing to take the loss on the aggressive entry right now. Not really the close we want to see right there. This one might actually come back up and sweep the high here. Let's see if we get any aggressive sellers to step in. This one might come back up and sweep, right? So that's the only thing about trying to take the initial kind of that first aggressive inversion is sometimes price will come back up and still want to manipulate up and sweep that high one more time before coming back down. So, but you know what? When we see this kind of level rejection with the SMT, I'm willing to take that initial aggressive entry with small sizing. Okay, so I came back up and grabbed me. I'm willing to attempt that to try the really aggressive entry with just 2 micros, right? Just give it a really small attempt. But right there we see, okay, price still wants to manipulate. That means we're probably going to get one more manipulation before we see a reversal back down. I still think this one is going to try and reverse back down. But yeah, right there, we got the inversions and then price right back up. So that's the risk of taking that. But I'm okay with that risk on that trade, just to at least attempt the first inversion, see if we get the aggressive dump. Right now, we still see buyers in control. So now we'll have to wait for the manipulation to kind of end and then wait for the next move down. Again, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with attempting that right there. So let's see how much more this one wants to manipulate. I don't think that it wants to run high forever. I think that there's going to be a nice pullback or reversal, but we might just have to wait for the orb now to form for that to happen. And again, the only way I'm going to be looking for longs this morning is if we do get that close above the 4-hour SIBI, right? If we close above this 4-hour SIBI, then I will look for longs. So we have like 1 minute until orb. Let's see if now we start to want to come back down, or if we're still going to see these buyers manipulating this one up. We're still right around the midpoint of the 4-hour SIBI though, so this is still a good rejection area. We still have SMT divergence at previous day high. ES did take London high, but still has not taken previous day high. So we'll see here in this 1 minute. So yeah, if we continue to run higher, guys, if we continue to just see these buyers stay in control, now that we have the orb, then yeah, we might see this one just want to continue to push up, right? And that's when I'd be looking for 30,100 area. If these buyers just continue to stay in control, we don't even want to get an orb midpoint retracement, then I'll definitely look for longs. We just don't want to be in longs when we're too extended up in the premium, because we are pretty high up here on the 4-hour range and a 4-hour SIBI. But right now we can see buyers just are not giving up control. A lot of buying pressure, not giving up control, continuing to push this one. Looks like ES still wants to try to take that previous day high. We're sweeping orb high. Let's see if we get a close above, or if we just get a sweep and then a retracement. Because I'd at least, even for longs, even if the longs wanted to extend, I'd at least want to see these pull back to around the midpoint of orb. But right now, we're still continuing to push higher. This one's closing above orb high on ES and on NQ. Looks like ES is going to take previous day high here. So just a lot of buying pressure. They're staying in control. Really not seeing much of a fight from sellers. We saw that one aggressive down close candle on the inversion, and that instantly got that movement instantly got erased, right? So buyers are just continuing to push up through an hourly SIBI, through a 4-hour SIBI. I just want to be real careful about longs up here, right? We are too high in the premium for me to trust a long before an actual pullback. I have to see a real retracement if I'm going to even think about longs. Or I have to see us close above that 4-hour going into 10 a.m. We technically have the orb break on the 1 minute. But yeah, now we really just got to read order flow, right? Price is not, we're not seeing any sellers able to take control yet. So we got to assume that buyers want to push this one up right now until proven otherwise. So we're continuing to bounce off that orb high in Q and on ES. Let's see if we continue to hold this level. We have a few minutes until the macro. We have an unfilled 5-minute busy down here. Right above the orb midpoint. Huge orb range All right, how many ticks is this orb range? Yeah, about 800 tick orb range. Like I said before, I want to see if this one's going to at least pull back down to that 5-minute busy, or to try and at least maybe retrace down to the midpoint of orb. All right, we got to see some kind of retracement, maybe a sweep of these lows. See if this, maybe we get a 30-second inversion, a 1-minute inversion back down. Okay, now we're starting to see some sellers. We might get this 30-second inversion. Maybe even a 1-minute inversion here. So yeah, I mean, we got to be a little bit more careful about shorts just because of these manipulations, but that was a good manipulation back up right there. And now we could see this one come back down. So we're about to get that inversion. We got the inversion on NQ. Let's see if we get a quick little retest of this IFEG. Again, we're still making a higher high, or a higher low, excuse me. But this one looks like it could very easily come back down towards the midpoint here. So I think I'm going to try this on 2 evals, guys, in a short. 2 evals in a short. I'm in a short on 2 evals. 1 con. I'm just going to look to take this down to midpoint. I got to change real quick. So I just want to see if we can get a quick move down. Again, if we fail right now to get a close below this low and we get a strong close up, then I would just get out of this. Right, if we just instantly see this bullish SMT, price bounces right back up and closes above this IFEG, then I would just get out of this. So I would just cut this trade. So we have a little balanced price range there. That's not the close I wanted to see out of there. So I'm gonna keep watching this one. This again, I think this is the potential to see that move back towards orb midpoint, but we just got an internal SMT at that low, and we got a quick bounce up from that level. So I'm just gonna watch this closely. If we get a strong close back above that IFEG, I'll cut the trade. We need to see this come back down and get a strong close beneath this low to see an orb midpoint retracement. I'm not looking for a full-on reversal from here. I'm just looking for us to come back for a decent retracement. So we just have to see a nice close to the downside here. If this one doesn't get a nice close, it's just gonna run right back up to the highs. Yeah, we still have a lot of buyers in the market. This is just a really good chance after that manipulation move, another rejection from the 4-hour, and a sweep of orb high to at least see this one try and come back down a little bit. Right there, we just still see buyers trying to kind of hold this one up. I like how ES is looking. ES got that inversion. NQ right now is just kind of being held up. So let's see if we can get just an aggressive drop. Again, I'm not looking for too much out of this. Just about 200 ticks. But right here, we can see these buyers just not giving up control right now. Yeah, so, man, they're still trying to manipulate that one. So this one's going to come right back up to the highs again. So now, okay, I've tried shorting twice. Now I'm going to be more careful with shorts because look at these buyers still trying to push this one higher. Came in very aggressively even after that inversion. So now, okay, I'm getting shown by this market that they do not want to even retrace back to a midpoint. They just want to continue to push this one higher. Zero attempt there. Like, it made a nice move down, and then buyers just took control right away. So now we're right back out of the orb again. So now I'm starting to give up on any chance of a retracement now. After seeing those few moves right there, those few manipulations. So, another close, no SMT at the highs. The ES is about to take out previous day high. Let's see if these longs are just going to step in. I just don't love the idea of longing this before we get the 10 a.m. close and open. So, ES is going for that previous day high sweep. we're just not getting very strong closes above the orb. This is a better close right there with a 1 minute busy. But I still do not like longs until I see this 4-hour close. So ES has finally taken previous day high. NQ closed above orb. 1 minute busy. We're kind of bouncing from it. Still not a super strong move. We're still kind of just hovering above the orb high. But yeah, we can see they're just trying to kind of trap sellers. They trapped me a few times, right? And obviously we have some bullish order flow. But we don't have we don't have such a large amount of buyers that makes me, you know, not think that this one at least has a chance to come back down a little bit. But now I'll probably have to wait for 10 a.m. to see if we can actually get a retracer move or get a close above this 4-hour Sibi. Because this is a very slow move up after we broke out of the orb. Not super trustworthy here. So I'm gonna wait this one out for the next setup. It's just kind of been a slow burn up after that initial move. We have 5 minutes until 10 a.m. So if we have to wait for that, we'll wait for that. Yeah, just do not have a lot of trust for breakout moves right now. Every breakout move we've seen up in the premium of a higher time frame range has seen a huge retracement back down before any kind of continuation. And with a new 4-hour and hourly candle about to open, and we're kind of hanging out at the top of a 4-hour, I definitely would want to see how this closes before I take an entry. But yeah, if we get a strong close above that 4-hour, then we're definitely looking for this to run up to 30,100. Then up there, we'll probably get an SMT. And we'll have to read what's above here. Just an hourly order block. We don't have too much stopping us up there.
What's up, Joe? What's up, everyone?
Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How about you?
Doing good. Just getting squeezed
If you
out.
close above the forward, Joe. Could target that first standard deviation on NQ.
Yeah, let me pull out my fib real quick. Yeah, that'd be a good target right around that, right? 30,070.
Right around that. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a good target. Yeah, I still
Yes,
would like to.
even want to test first standard deviation on that chart as well, which is around that swing high, and we'll still have SMT on the higher time frames.
True. Yeah, I would still want to see some kind of retracement here. Because we have not, in the past few weeks, we haven't seen any move extend upward without a big retracement first.
I'm still flat on the day. I didn't like shorts.
That's valid. I got a little excited about shorts just because of that midpoint retracement that we're used to seeing.
I mean, it was a good trade idea because the price action looked like they wanted to come down to the 50%, but it just, I guess it got held up with that SMT on ES.
Yeah, that little internal right here on the 1 minute. Definitely held it up. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay with those losses just because we were hitting the 4 hour. We had the SMT at the higher time frame. We had inversion back down. Wasn't looking for a full-on reversal. Was just looking for a midpoint retracement. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. Maybe a little aggressive, but that's fine. Looks like we're gonna get that inversion of this 4 hour gap though.
So if we do get that inversion, you'd wait until we sweep that high before looking for anything else, or you might want to get a long trade up into the first standard deviation.
I'd be okay with getting into a long trade, but I need to see it pull back first. So I'd either need to see it come back and get a test of around the midpoint of the 4 hour inversion, or see a real retracement all the way back down to these lows and actually to the midpoint. If we can get that kind of retracement, then I'd be willing to look for a long. I don't want to chase longs up here because it's very rare that we see this close and then we don't see any real move back down for liquidity.
I don't know if in the meantime you just want to tell everybody to stick around, even post like win trade or lose trade, because we do have our giveaways today.
Oh yeah, true guys.
We have a lot of people in the audience.
Yes, we are doing some giveaways today. Giving away a free month of VIP to one of our free members. We are giving away a free month of the Elite to one of our VIP members. And then we are going to give away a free account as well. Free 50K evaluation trading account. So we've got 3 big giveaways to do today, guys. Okay, so we just got the inversion there on the 4 hour. So now this is when I want to see a pullback. And I don't want to just see like a normal small pullback. I want to see this one come back down a decent amount. We have an unfilled 15-minute gap down here. We have our orb midpoint. We have internal lows.
Might have to be careful at all high, because when it comes to that recent swing, 50% lines up perfectly with all high, so we might get a bounce at all high.
For sure, okay. Keep my eye out for that. See, so we at least have tested the 4 hour inversion. We've tested the top of that. Looks like ES failed to invert the hourly there. Yeah, I gotta see this one come back down a little bit. I'm not gonna chase longs up here. I think there's a strong chance that we come all the way back down. At least to the 15-minute unfilled gap down here. At least want to see an orb high retest at a minimum is what I'd want to see. Let's see if we can get something here, guys. Buyers just keep squeezing out the shorts, but not really making a big move to the upside.
Kind of like fact that we're stalled.
Yeah, me too. I think, yeah, I don't know if I can trust shorts, but I at least want to wait and see if shorts can step in a little bit.
Yeah, just so we could get that retracement move.
Yeah, exactly. Hitting a 5-minute busy. Back into the 4-hour IFEG. But yeah, it's just chasing a long up here, since we haven't had any real retracement yet today, is dangerous. Like, I do think we are bullish. But if we don't see some decent pullback, it's very hard to trust along up here, because then now we're leaving ourselves open for that, 330 tick pullback. Still struggling to get any movement anywhere, really. We're just kind of stuck here. ES and NQ are pretty choppy. Yeah, exactly. Definitely don't want to be chasing. And that's why I like the idea of a pullback to midpoint after getting this first rejection and then getting a manipulation and then the inversion, because we've seen that so much lately, where we get that rejection when longs look really good, then we'll reject from that level, and then it'll come back to the midpoint before running back up. Today we just did not want to go back to midpoint. Yeah, Travis. Yeah, seeing a 250 move or point move up, it's very rare that we don't see some movement back to take out an internal low, to rebalance a midpoint before seeing the next extension up. And I can live with it if we do just start to extend up and I can't get into a position. I can live with that. But what I would be really upset with myself at would be if I chased along up here and then we see the retracement and now I'm getting stopped out on that retracement move. So I'd much rather miss out on a long from up here right now if it just runs than get into a long and then get stopped out. Especially with how much stalling we're getting up here right now. So we're just gonna have to keep waiting it out. We just lost like a lot of volume. We have very little volume in the market right now. ES is retesting orb high. But now this market is just not really moving. See if it can finally start to come back down. Okay, now we're starting to get some movement down finally. This could be the move down to the 15-minute gap. Or at least retesting orb high. Let's see if we start to bounce from here. If we reclaim the orb range, I think there is a strong chance we run down to these lows. So we get a strong close back inside of the orb range. I think we would see this one come back down to these lows. If we can't reclaim the orb range, right, we can't get that close back inside and we keep bouncing off this orb high, then we're probably just going to keep chopping. Yeah, we don't have any red folder news today. We just had unemployment claims on orange folder this morning. And that's it. ES is getting nice movement down to sweep that low. So ES just got the inversion. NQ still closed, respecting the orb high. Closed above it.
And Q's at that 50% of that recent swing move, so like to see a close below that 50%.
Yeah.
Around that orb high. That's the only thing.
I agree. If we can get a close below that, close back inside of the orb, then I think we'll see it move back down. At least to sweep liquidity. Not that we have to look for the move back down to trade it, but at least we want to see this come back down for another long. But this, it could be a short opportunity. We just want to be careful of shorts again after seeing how the buyers have squeezed these shorts multiple times. We're going to get an SMT down this internal low. Okay, so we close back inside of the orb range. I like that. Yes, inverted that 1 minute. Let's see if we're going to get any kind of rejection from this midpoint level. Like, I still like the idea of a short back down, but right now it's just a little bit harder to trust. Because we could just make another higher low and just pump right back up to the highs and continue doing that for a while. But I like how ES looks. Oh. Is that a sign? Alright, that's a good looking rejection right there. I'm liking this bearish order flow right now. Great close right there. I think this one's going to try and come back down for the lows. Looks like we will get an SMT down at this low, which if you did take the short would be a good break-even point right there. I knew these shorts were going to come back in. This is why we do not chase the longs. I knew it. So now we're going to see how far does this one want to come back down. Does it want to retrace all the way to the midpoint, or are we just going to bounce after a stupid liquidity down here? 15-minute busy, 5-minute busy. Internal lows. We do have a bullish SMT right now. Like I said, if you got in the short, you could either go to break even or take a TP here. We inverted that 1 minute there. Alright, so it looks like we're going to sweep the low and trade into this 15-minute busy. I knew it. Just hard to be aggressive on a short after 2 manipulations. Did anybody jump into that short? Nice, Cordell. Nice. Did not. Yeah, I mean it's a tough one to take after those manipulations. But I knew I was not wrong about this retracement. We've seen this happen pretty much every single day for the past 2 weeks. I was just a little early to the party. See, I should have been like you, Cordell, not taking the first two and then taking this one. So now we have hit the 15-minute busy, 5-minute busy. We're kind of close to orb midpoint. We could bounce from anywhere here right now, but wouldn't mind seeing us hit that midpoint before seeing another move back up. So we have 2 minutes until our next 15-minute candle. We definitely want to see a strong bounce out of here to the upside if we're going to see long step in. Otherwise, we might see this one manipulate all the way down to the discount. That's what I'm saying, though, guys. It's every single time we think that, oh, longs look perfect here, we have a breakout, we have buy-side liquidity, it reverses. Like, every single time this has happened. I don't know, has there been a day in the past 2 weeks where this hasn't happened? Not that I've seen. So yes, it's kind of bouncing off VWAP there. Got a 1 minute SIBI above. I think this still has potential to run a little bit lower. I think with the opening of a new 15-minute candle, we might see this manipulate a little bit lower. But could be a GUI model, bullish GUI model setting up. They could be Brown Mama because they are doing that huge update to everything, so they might be under maintenance. I'll have to check. Yep, still getting that movement down. Like I said, new 15-minute candle. Not surprised that this one wants to keep running lower. Not surprised at all. So now we've hit orb midpoint. This is that retracement I was talking about, guys. I'm not crazy, okay? I was just early. I'm not crazy. I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you're just a little off on your timing. And I'm okay with being off on my timing if my thesis and analysis is correct. Look at that move down right there. That's the most aggressive selling pressure we've seen all day. It's a 371 tick candle right there. Does not surprise me at all. We're coming back down towards that hourly busy. This is what I mean. Like right now, these.
That is D2, Joe. So and we tapped into that 4-hour order block on the 401 NQ. So shots might even step in more.
Dude,
if we could break orb block.
I would not be surprised if that happens. We do have a 15-minute busy right here at the orb low. Let's see if maybe we get some kind of bounce from down here. Yeah, these higher time frame inversions recently have not mattered too much either.
Yeah.
We've seen so many hourlies get inverted and then it just reverses.
We've seen order blocks hold up a lot better than versions.
True. True that. So now we have NQ bouncing off VWAP. Let's see, we're in a 15-minute busy here on NQ that we just bounced out of. Now I want to look at orb midpoint. What happens at midpoint? Do we run right through and see extension back up? Do we respect this 1 minute for value gap and reject? Then we might have another short opportunity. Down towards orb low. Bro, I knew I wasn't crazy though. This one just It wanted to invert that 4-hour gap and then reverse. Because this was just such a weak up, or a weak move up. I just did not... Like, I thought there's a possibility that we still see some longs extend a little bit. But I knew, like, that 50% retracement is just inevitable. We're just literally off on it by, like, 10, 15 minutes. Because we got one manipulation, or one manipulation here, two manipulation there. Okay, so we're coming down for that orb low. No midpoint retracement there.
It tap into that balance price range though.
True on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
True, true, true. Bro, that's the other thing about the indicator too, is like, it's gonna call out trades sometimes when it's in like really choppy PA. And the good thing is, if we know it's choppy, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna take that entry, but now I have a good idea of direction in the market. You wait for market open, okay, maybe now we can, you know, look for a long compared to trying to take it when price is chopping.
It's a call out that shot you took last night, or was that just all you?
No, that was just me. Called out this long pre-mark or last night though at 11:30. The very bottom. Okay, I want to see if we're going to bounce out of this 15-minute gap down here. Angel, it's normally going to be $99 a month, but it's going to be discounted for a while for you guys. I think I'm going to do... I think it's going to be like a 20 or 30% discount. Okay, so we've tapped into that 15-minute busy now. We do have an SMT. Let's see if this holds up or if we're just going to break beneath this. I like this as a bounce level. But with this selling pressure stepping in, you know, maybe it does want to run down for that next low.
Yeah, that 5 and 15 look pretty bearish.
Dang, look at that. Oof. Bet you won't do a 30% discount for the new members. For the indicator or for VIP? Dude, VIP right now is 25% discount.
Cordell, I could also send you a code that'll get you even more off.
I think Cordell is still... Cordell's still locked in at his OG price. OG. I don't have a like free trial for the indicator. I'm not able to do a free trial for the indicator just because it does not work like that. But you know, you can kind of watch me use it if you want. Oh, the 2-minute called out that long. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Sweep up below on ES.
we did get the sweep. Let's see if we invert this 1-minute gap right here. If we invert this 1 minute and back into the orb, then I would expect at least a midpoint retracement on NQ. But if this one wants to keep dumping, I don't think it's going to keep dumping right now. I think it's a strong chance that we run back up. So I just want to see a inversion here. We're still in this 15-minute gap. ES swept orb low and instantly bounced right back up. So this fair value gap is nice because it's basically overlapping that orb low. So if we did invert that, we'd close back inside of the orb and possibly even above VWAP. Could be a nice little long area. Still have a lot of buyers in the market. 15-minute busy, orb sweep on ES and on NQ. So let's see if we get inversion. This could be a quick little long move back up. So I want to see a nice close here. And then looking for this one to come back to midpoint. So we did not invert. We did barely close back inside of the orb. So I still like the idea of longs, but I want to be a little careful because of that close. But we also have seen a lot of closes at the top of a level, and then it just extends. We do have VWAP right there, so you can even wait for a move above VWAP. It's smarter to wait for the inversion. Nice close, maybe even a close above VWAP for extra confirmation. It's a good bounce from that orb low and from that 15-minute busy. So we get a nice close here. I'm going to look to long this. Might extend a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to start looking for longs here. I did not want to see this one run too quick. Now I'm kind of... like, this could be a good entry point up here, but I also don't want to be too extended just for a big retracement. Let's see if maybe we can at least retest VWAP. We're seeing a lot of strong buyers here. I like buys. I like longs a lot from here. The only thing I don't like is why how we close so far away from VWAP and then IFEG, and ES is also hitting VWAP in the midpoint. But look at these longs starting to step in. Let's see if we can get a weak close on this candle and then a retracement to a fair value gap. If we get a nice weak close here, then we could see a good fair value gap retracement at VWAP and see this one extend. ES did hit midpoint in VWAP and is rejecting, so we got to be careful of that.
Also have to be careful, only 3 minutes too, Joe. There's a SIBI and a balanced price range.
Okay. For sure. If we see a really strong rejection right now through this 1 minute busy, I'll stay out. We're seeing a decent rejection right now, but as long as we hold this level up, longs can still be good. Okay, buyers holding this up. We're still seeing a lot of fight from sellers. But we've also seen a lot of these really aggressive reversals, like V-shaped recovery type of reversals after a big move down. And we never come back down to sweep the low. So I want to see, I want to look for a long here. I do think these longs are going to go. We might see a little bit of rejection just because of the way ES is moving, but these longs are going to go. Yep. Look at this extension.
I front round the IFG. I just took full TP.
Nice, dude. I think this one's going to keep going higher. But I like that TP. We're in a 5-minute Sibby.
Still have a minute left. 2 minutes left for the 15-minute. Might get the inversion.
Yeah, ES got that nice close back up.
Yeah. ES is already so close to all high.
Yeah, I think this one wants to move higher now, though. I think this is very similar to what we keep seeing. We'll see a really aggressive move up, a dump all the way back down to orb low, and then we'll see this low get created, and then we'll never come back to sweep that low, and we'll just extend higher. So I think if we get
Check that
what
50-minute out, we might get that bounce from that first 15 minute.
Look at that. We bounce from this one down here. We might respect that one. So in order to catch the next move, what I'd want to see is a pullback to make a higher low. If we make a higher low, I'll look for a long from anywhere down here. We're about to open a new 15-minute candle, so we might get a little bit of a retracement. I still think this one wants to try and move higher here. We're bouncing right off the midpoint, by the way. That's TP. That's TP1 if anybody took the long.
Expected that 15-minute.
There we go. So now I just want to see one pullback, make a higher low, and then I'm going to look for longs. So maybe come back down towards VWAP, towards the discount of this little range we're creating. At least see some kind of pullback into an FVG. That was a good 5-minute close. Got a 2-minute busy and a 1-minute busy below us.
Joe E7 has a question for you in chat.
Suppose price fails to make a higher low, but still shows good bullish momentum. Would you still take a long? Yeah, I would be definitely up for it if it came down and like swept a low. Or are you saying like just pumped? I want to compare this. I'm going to compare this after this to the past few days of price action this week and just show how similar it is. Okay, so here's a pullback I'm looking for right now, guys. I want to see this come back down into this 1 minute fair value gap, at least down into the discount of this new little 1 minute range we have. Back to VWAP, and then if we make a higher low here, I'm going to look for longs. I mean, like structural higher low, would you still be open for longs if that didn't happen? Yeah, I would still be open to it, but for me to have like full conviction, I would want to see a nice structural higher low. Okay, we inverted that 1 minute back down. Not too concerned about that. I want to see this pullback right here. So we're right around VWAP. ES is testing that IFEG on the 1 minute. There's a few things I'm looking for here, guys. Obviously, a higher low, so a little swing low point on the 1 minute. I'd like to see it come down beneath the 50% of this 1 minute range. If that doesn't happen, I'd be looking for basically an inversion back up from here. Like right there, we're just put in a low down in the discount at VWAP, and then now we're seeing that bounce, so I think we could start to extend from here. ES also got a perfect bounce off of orb midpoint right there. We got a 30-second inversion. Let's see how this 1 minute closes. I'm going to start looking for longs pretty soon. If we can get a good 1 minute close here. Not the best close right there. We did get the inversion, but kind of a weird close. I still like longs from here, though. I want to see a little bit better movement. So I do want to try out a long in this area. Just looking a little bit weak. Let's see what kind of close we get right now. Not a bad close there. I'm going to look for a long here, guys. I want to try out a long. So I do want to see this one extend. Again, we just put in a higher low. If we get a really, really aggressive movement back down, then obviously, I'm not going to hold this one. I'll probably go to break even very quick on this trade if we get an extension higher. Just going to keep very tight risk right now. Like literally beneath that candle right there. Keeping very tight risk. Just with how volatile our PA is. If we get an SMT at this internal high, I'll go to break even. If we take out the internal high, I'll go to break even. Okay, I'm going to break even, guys. Stop is at break even. Just making it risk free. Again, we're not too far away from our entry, so if it comes back to my break even, I'm okay with that. But I want to attempt. I'm just going to be really tight with risk. So it's a risk-free trade. If it comes back, oh well. It was a good entry. We'll see if we can get that extension. If we can see these buyers push this one all the way up. We're hitting midpoint, so this is still a rejection area. So we don't have to look for too much out of this, right? If you want to just scalp it, you can scalp it. Obviously, there's a possibility because of how slow it's moving that it does come back down. And still try to manipulate lower. And not like manipulate too far down, but at least come back towards our stop loss. Just because it's moving pretty slow. We're not seeing really quick movement like we've been seeing. But either way, it's a risk-free trade here, so just take your TP or go to break even. Or keep holding it. Again, just play how you want to play it. Right now, we could see this one come right back to break even. We're already seeing sellers kind of easily pushing this, manipulating it back down. So even if I get a break even here, I still like this. This entry is still a really clean entry. Okay, so that got me at break even. Still a really clean entry. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. It's just slower movement. So as long as we make higher lows, I'm okay to keep trying to long this. We just need to get lower. We just need to get low entries. And we're obviously still seeing a little bit of rejection from like this 5-minute Sibi. But in terms of structure, I still think this is bullish. This is what I mean. We're just seeing a lot of these kind of manipulation wicks back down to where you have to be in from the very bottom of a move to kind of hold your stop at break even.
I mean, that move you got was like 130 ticks, so...
Yeah, it's still good.
We might end up getting that bigger move down, that get that actual higher low that you wanted earlier.
I'd like to see that.
ES is just so far up on the move already. So close to orb high.
Yeah, I know. We keep bouncing. We keep rejecting that midpoint. Like, long still look just we're so ready to go. I still think these longs want to keep running. It's just this midpoint area we keep rejecting. We need to see a strong close above the midpoint. Yeah, the tough thing is, again, like we'd have to go to break even so quick on a play here with ES up at orb high. Oh, here we go. That's the close I was talking about right there. It's just ES now right at the orb high.
I mean, right trade idea, as usual.
Yeah.
Just stop punch you and then send it up to the high.
Yeah, it's happened a few times today.
Nice.
So this could be still a nice entry area here.
Yeah.
Oops. Could also go pretty tight stop here. Let's see if we bounce. I still like longs from this area, to be honest. I might even look for another long if we get a good bounce from this midpoint and 1 minute busy. Again, it's just going to have to be a quick move to break even. With ES right at that orb high.
A nice bounce.
It is a nice bounce. I'm thinking about getting an entry. Let's just see. Give it a sec. We're about to close on this 1 minute. It's just this really slow movement is bothering me on NQ. I'm going to try out one more long here, guys. I'll go just stop right beneath that fair value gap. I'm probably even going to go tighter stop just at this recent low. Just that down close candle low. I'm going to go real tight here. ES is about to sweep orb high, so we just got to be a little bit more careful. These longs still look ready to go. A lot of buying pressure. We just need to see like a very strong close above. If we get like a really strong bullish close, then this one would be real good to go. If we just keep getting this kind of weak movement, then it's just not going to be ready yet. Like, I just don't want to see this kind of stalling with any aggressive bearish movement, because then we're just going to see this retrace right back down. So I do not like this stalling whatsoever. All we really need to see is one explosion to the upside. That's it. But it's just not ready yet. You know, we keep getting these perfect bounces off of our key levels, just seeing these big retracements and just not getting in the right timing yet. Yeah, I just cannot get in the right timing here. Just like right idea, wrong time. Today has just been one of those days for me. Like this is still going to extend higher. I know it. I'm just keeping tight stops right now for that reason. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think we're coming back for this low at all. I really don't think we're going to come back for this low. I think we're going to keep extending higher. I just don't want to keep huge stop losses right now. This thing is going to go higher, though. I know it. Man, yeah, it's just tough when, you know, you have the right ideas, just the timing is off. It's just, again, I can live with that. I'd rather have that than have the wrong ideas, right? Because then you have the wrong ideas and the wrong timing. So I can live with having the wrong timing. It's frustrating sometimes, but I can live with it. It's okay.
I don't know if, since we have so many people in the audience, if you want to do the giveaways now.
Yeah, let's do the giveaways. Let's do that. Dude, I feel bad for our free members, man. It's like every free session has not been very good recently.
Yeah. Maybe we could do another free session next week and add on, like Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, I'm down for that. We need to give these free members a good session. I feel like every free session we've ran for the past few weeks has not been good, and then we get into VIP and then we have a great session.
Yeah.
Okay, so the giveaways. The way we're doing these giveaways, guys, is we are picking people that participate in the wins channel and the payouts and past evals channel. We want to reward you for your trading and your participation. So we're picking one free member, and they're going to get an entire free month of VIP. And then we're picking one VIP member to have a full free month of the Elite, which we just started yesterday, guys. We started the Elite. We already had our first calls with our members in there. Went really well. And then we'll pick our Trader of the Week as well. So we've got a few things to give away today. So, we'll do that here in just a second.
Joe, not to give you FOMO, but check your trade out, bro.
Yeah, this is every time, bro. I'm just going to start keeping a 500 tick stop loss.
Yeah, maybe size down, hold a bigger stop.
Yeah, I might have to start doing that. How'd I know? Alright, oh well, no FOMO. So, let's do you want to pick, or do you want to announce the winner of the free account?
Yeah.
We're going to give away one account, guys.
I've spoken to him in private. Don't know if it's a he or she, but I have a feeling it's a he. But he's shown that he has resilience in the market, and I think with the free live, the free account that he's gonna get, he's gonna be able to show us at Team EE and everybody in the community how much he's learned in the past few weeks. So I mean, I'm happy to announce that the winner of the free 50k eval is E7B.
Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. E7B,
I don't know if they're here. Yes, sir. He is.
shoot me a message and I'll hook you up.
Just send Joe a DM E7 and he'll send you over that code for that free 50k eval.
Let's go. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Well, we've done that giveaway, so 1 free account for E7B. Congratulations. Congratulations. So that's, we're gonna do that as you're gonna be our trader of the week, E7B. You're gonna be our trader of the week. You're gonna get the free account. So congratulations to you. Let me update your role to give you that trader of the week. Boom. Awesome. Okay. So now we want to pick somebody for a free month of VIP. Now, this has to be a free member. And we haven't had a lot of free members putting a lot of stuff in the wins chat or the payouts chat or anything like that. We want to get you guys more active, more involved, so we can kind of know how you're trading and help you out more. So for today's pick, I want to see who wants it the most. Who wants the free month of VIP from my free members? Who wants it? I'll dance for you. Let's see. I want to see who wants it the most. But you guys, if you're in the free chat, start sending to that to the wins channel. Start sending to the payouts and past evals channel. Start getting more involved in the community, and we'll be able to help you more. And then you'll be able to possibly win a free month. Of course, E7B. Got you. Okay, so I think that this I'm picking the winner right now. I think that they want it. I think that they're ready for this. I am going to pick for the free month of VIP Megan Trader. Megan Trader, you're going to get the free month. You're going to get the free month of VIP this month. You want it bad? I like that. That's good. Of course. Please shoot me a DM and I'll set you up. Okay, so now we have our 2 giveaway winners. We're going to do one more, guys. This is the biggest giveaway yet. This is literally a free month of basically just one-on-one time with me and the team. Literally, we're going to be doing everything with you for the next month. Helping you with set up your trading plan, helping you review all of your trades, helping you learn what you need to learn, one-on-one calls, group calls, all of this good stuff. We've already picked the winner for this. Show you my big toe for that. Wait, for what? What do I need to do to see your big toe? Sorry guys, this is important right now. I need to find out. Me winning the elite? Oh. Dude, okay. Shoot, that's tough. I'm still comprehending this, so what do I gotta do now? Just shoot me a DM, E7B. Shoot me a DM and I'll hook it up for you. I'll let you know. Big Toe Joe, that's what they call me. Josh just said I'll show you both of them. Bruh. See, now that's making this decision a little bit harder, man, because I had my winner. I'm sorry, it wasn't anybody that said they'd show me their big toe. But not that you can't win in the future. But now I'm like, dude, if they're gonna show me their big toe, then maybe I want to pick them. That's really enticing. They
Hey,
literally,
Cordell, I'll go down into the notebook for the next winner.
yeah, we're gonna remember that for the next winner for sure. They don't call me Big Toe Joe for no reason. Okay, no, our actual winner for the free month of Elite. Can we get a drum roll, please? Is Brown Mamba. Brown Mamba, you are a winner of the free month of Elite. Congratulations, Brown Mamba. You are a winner. We appreciate you. You're very active in this community. You've been an OG member. You're always trying to get better, and we want to help you get to that next level, man. We want to help you get to that next level. So shoot me a DM as well, and we're gonna hook it up for you. We're gonna help you get there, man. So congrats. And guys, every month we're gonna pick a new member to have a free month of the Elite, a new member to have a free month of VIP. And then every week we do Trader of the Week. And we'll be giving away more accounts, more free trading accounts. And all you got to do is just be in the live session or, be more involved in the chats. So in the chat room in general, we're just looking for more involvement, people to be helping people, asking questions, kind of sending their progress, because we can't help you unless we see what you're doing, right? Unless we know what you need help with. So if you want to make the most of this community, you want to get the most help, start sending messages, asking questions, talking to people, and you're going to get your value out of it. But yeah, that's our giveaway winners for the day. Congrats, you guys. Again, just shoot me a DM and I'll set you up with everything. Oh, so we did pull back a little bit. We are putting in a nice little higher low. Just baby. We did get inversion of this 1 minute right here. You'd say, what can make me feel this way? One thing we are still kind of rejecting a 15-minute Sibby there. 5-minute Sibby. But it looks like ES is going to run up for that orb high. I'm telling you, I really just don't think we're coming back down for this low. The only issue is to keep a stop at that low, it's 580 ticks. Because we could retrace all the way back down to here and still not take that low. But I like that little sweep right there. We came down and swept this low. ES bounced off of VWAP. We get inversion back up. ES wants to target orb high. And Q at orb midpoint again. I still think this one wants to pump. 1 minute balance price range. I might have overtraded a little bit today. Can't lie. But I still think every trade has been the right idea. I just have been terrible at timing it today. I guess I'm on the wrong clock. I'm looking at the wrong clock, guys. I'm just on the wrong time. I've been looking at New York time, so I've been looking early. So I get in early, and then the move happens after because I'm looking at the wrong time frame.
I think we could go back to like a few weeks ago. We always waited for the orb to get formed, and then waited for either the retest of the 50% or the break below the 50%. So I think maybe we could go back to doing that.
I agree. I need to go back to that for sure.
Because we tend to see those manipulation moves in the first 15 minutes, and then we get that actual extension.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But to everybody in the free audience, everybody that's in the free live, please send any of your profits into the profits tab that you automatically enter yourself into maybe winning free VIP for a week or a month. That's how you end up getting that free VIP. So any profits that you do make, even if it's by yourself, send it in. Try and send in as much as possible as well, so that we can see that you're consistent.
Yes. And guys, we still have the 25% off discount for VIP. I know the free lives have been weird. If you've just been here for the free lives, you're probably like, what the heck is going on? But trust me, it's not like that. In VIP, it's very consistent because we're trading every single day. Okay, so tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade the entries that I'm thinking about and don't take. I'm going to take those trades, and then I'm not going to take the ones that are aggressive. If I did that today, I would be up huge today. Because I think everybody that took the trades I called out that I didn't take is absolutely balling today, making a lot of money.
Or if you had like a bigger stop.
Yeah, bigger stop loss too.
See that just hunted the stops and then went in the direction. I mean, look at this trade right now.
Yep. Just came back all the way down to this low and then pumped.
So maybe the stop loss for that entry would have been below the first IFVG.
Yeah.
That would be first IFVG.
Agreed. Yeah, it's just like this one I moved to break even a little quick. I wasn't mad about moving to break even there, but I could have probably kept that stop down here and let that play out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, taking into account you did take a loss, so you were trying to mitigate any losses as well. I mean, so I don't blame you to go into break even.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it can be frustrating, right? Especially like when you win. I won last night, and I come in, have the right idea of the market the entire day, and just barely missing my entries or barely getting stopped out before the move. Like it's tough, man. That's not easy to deal with mentally. But the thing is, I've been through this before. I know everybody here has been through that before. And what you got to remember is that as long as your analysis is correct, it's easy to just kind of fix up the entry points, right? Just to kind of change your entries. If your analysis is completely wrong, that takes more work. So I'm always happy when my analysis is correct, and then I can just shore up my entries, right? Make them better. Find where do I need to take my entry that's a little bit better than where I did take my entry. Where do I need to put my stop loss? That's a little bit better than where I did put my stop loss. And that for me is easy to change. I can adjust that. I can adjust that very easily. Yeah, I think trailing is a good idea. And just taking more scalps.
No, Vilas, we did all our giveaways already for the day. But like I said, if you send any of your profits into the profits tab, you automatically enter yourself into the chance to winning the giveaway next week.
Oh yeah, guys, and the trading payout competition as well. If you guys haven't seen that, go to this channel and enter into this competition, the payout race. Everybody can enter it. You just have to fill it out. And every month we're going to have a winner. Whoever gets the most in payouts, the most money made in payouts is going to win each month. And after 6 months, we're going to have 6 winners that are going to go into a competition with each other for a grand prize. So this is the first month of starting it. You have to go to that channel and put your entry in with your account number or numbers. And you have to send me every week. You have to send me your P&L at the end of the week. And we have to verify the account numbers, right? Just to make sure that nobody is cheating. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. You're gonna be basically the six top traders in the Discord, and then they will battle against each other. Man, okay. I think I need a break